So you're thinking about a nice starter camera for photography and video. Does it have to be a DSLR? Not really, but there's some amazing deals out there to check out. What I'm going to do is show you an example of something that is quite handy. Right now on screen, I've got the 2000D, which is a Canon camera. It's part of a bundle, which means on Amazon you get a number of things with it. You may know I'm not a big fan of bundle deals, but at the moment the camera's been doing so well that the only one available is in the bundle deal. There's another option here, which is the 4000D. In the UK we know it as the 4000D. It is also known by other names, T7i in America, North America, and the 2000D is known as the T7. They were released very similar times. They're both aimed at beginners. Let me show you another one where it's not a bundle deal as such, and there's only one left in stock, so you gotta be quick on this one. This is a bundle deal, but a good bundle deal, because you get two lenses, a zooming lens, and well, they're both zooming lenses, but one I'll call a kit lens, which is like a 18 to 55, and you've got a secondary lens like a 75 to 300. So if you're interested in getting your zoom on and you're doing maybe wildlife photography, or you're going out and you're maybe doing some holiday shots, so you're actually getting quite a bit of scenery, you'll have wide options to get good amount of scenery in it, as well as focusing and getting closer shots of things further away. So maybe if you're at a concert or something and you're allowed to take photos or video, you can use both of them to get a closer view. So this kit, I like it better because you get a decent bag, the Canon bag, you got your two lenses, and it's a decent price, $699 that is. So that's one to keep an eye on. However, at the same time, because I couldn't find the camera on its own because it's been selling so well, I've got a secondary bundle, which is not a great bundle, but let me show you it. T7 18 to 55. So the camera, there's pictures there of lenses, but that's a bit confusing. You actually get one lens. That lens in the background is the same lens that's on the camera. It's just giving you a side view of it, so you're not getting two lenses there. With the battery charger, battery, and the lens caps and the carrying, they've taken pictures of that as if it's extras, but you should get that anyway with the camera if you purchase it. So again, this is a Rebel T7, a nice starter camera to get you into video and photo. So if I was looking at this, you can see the price there is $549. So this is the camera on its own, I'd say. But let's look at the deal version of this, which was the bundle. The bundle was $579. So the thing to think about here is, if you can pick this up at $579, you're basically getting everything else, 40, 50, 60, 70, 30 pounds, $30. You're getting these extra accessories. That gives you a rough idea of the quality of the accessories, because if you're paying $30-ish for all that stuff, they're fairly cheaper items. They're not going to be as great, so don't expect too much from them. The tripod there, you can see it will give you general use. It looks very capable of standard shots, but if you're going anywhere far with it, or you're doing any holidays or anything, I would say invest in a better tripod. This will get you started. You can use it, get used to how it works, and then once you've got your setup nailed and you're planning to do a long journey, or you're going away, or even if you're getting into photography quite heavily, you can slowly upgrade those things. So maybe buying the bundle isn't that bad, because for $30 you're going to get a couple of memory cards, you're going to get a few other additional things like a little cheap bag to keep everything together. These other things are not too expensive. The general unbranded type items, like for example the filters, the flash looks like an unbranded type flash. I might look into this more to give you more details about it, but that's basically two cameras that I'm looking at in terms of the starting range. So the 2000D and the 4000D. So that's two cameras that would be great if you're thinking about photography, video, and especially if you want it to be a DSLR. We are currently looking at Canon. I will look at other cameras as well and give you a few more options. So what shall we look at next? I've got a few items lined up here. Let me bring up something else for you. We've looked at the 2000D. We've looked at the 4000D. Both good beginner cameras, DSLR cameras. We've looked at the kit. We've looked at just the camera on its own. And we've also even looked at the camera with the two lens deal, which is that one there. And yeah, it's something to get you sorted out, basically, to get into the shooting area. And it's worth mentioning, these cameras do come with an option to make them webcams. So you're not only getting a photo camera, you're not only getting a video camera, you can take video with it. It also can plug into your computer, and using Canon's free software, you can make it a webcam. I've done quite a few videos about that and explaining it, how to set it all up. So keep an eye on that, and I reckon for what's coming out, you're getting a nice bundle as part of that. So we're going to look at a few more options today and keep you tuned up with it. Okay, so I've got something up here now. We've looked at the 2000D, we looked at the 4000D. How about the T100? That's another number, isn't it? So we don't want to confuse you more than we need to, but Canon EOS Rebel T100 is what I'm looking at right now. Again, this is coming as part of a bundle deal. So if I was starting in photography, is that a better camera than the 2000D or the 4000D? We'll find out. So this is the, okay, 1 year, yeah, T100 and 18 megapixel camera, 1080p video. So it's a good option. So what I'll do is, I think as I'm going through these cameras, I'm going to do you a side-by-side comparison so we can just confirm what is what. So let's get you a side-by-side comparison up. I'll put each of the cameras we've looked at so far. As we go through them, I'll keep adding a camera on, and then that will allow us to do a proper comparison. Okay, so I've done a bit of research into the naming conventions of these cameras. What you'll notice is the cameras are known by many names. In the UK, 4000D DSLR camera is known as the T100 in the US, but some countries also call it the 3000D. Can you put another 0 on the end of that? So there's 3 names right there for one type of camera. So if you're getting confused, don't worry. It's all right. We've got you back here today. We're breaking it down. This will help us make sure we have the right names of the cameras. My handwriting is ridiculous, so sorry about my handwriting. Okay, so let's go and have a look at that camera now. So we're doing a side-by-side comparison, as we mentioned. And here I have the T7 2000D. We've got the EOS 4000D, which is also known as the T100 and also known as the 3000D. Okay, that's right. We're on it. And the price-wise, let's check that out. So I'm featuring the T100 camera right now. Let me open that up and let's check out what's going on with this T100 camera. So this T100 is priced at $429.99 as of today. I'm checking this live. So let's look at the other name of this camera. Will it be the same price, or can we get a better deal if I pick up the same camera known by another name? So in that example, we're looking at 4000D. So T100, let's get rid of this. That's the T7. That's the T100. That's the 2000D, which is the T7. So we get rid of that. Let's go over here. 4000D, known as the T100. $484.99 versus if it's called the T100, $429.99. So you're saving it. I'm already saving you some money there, people. Come on now. How much am I saving you? $60? But also remember, that is a camera on its own. You're getting a few little accessories there. I'll call it a bundle. There's no big tripod. There's a small tripod there. And the T100 actually comes with a few more accessories, it looks like, from what you're getting there. And are you getting the photo denoise, photo focus, Mojave? You're getting some video editing software as well. That's a nice little add-on, isn't it? Especially if you're getting into it new. That is basically your whole package sorted out. I don't like the bundle deals, but sometimes they do throw some gems in there. So otherwise, Mojave do offer a free video editing trial, but you would need to pay for the video editing software if you used it for long. So let me see, what is this? The item comes with 1 year, yeah. What is that getting? What are we getting there? Will they tell us? Camera details, yeah, but what's the contents of the entire deal package, please? Come on, Amazon, don't let us down. Okay. Bundled accessories, Mojave Photo Video Manager, Focus Denoise 5 software. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna check how much these cost and see if you are actually saving any money. Mojave Photo Video. Okay, so you would pay for that. Interesting. Okay, that's not a bad call then in that example. That's not a bad little deal there. So let's get back to Oh, what, I'm not in the right screen there. Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so now I've got my little jot there, so we know that the camera is going to be called the right name. That was a quick look at. Let me tell you all the names of it. We looked at the 4000D, also known as the T100, also known as the 3000D. That's all one camera. We also looked at the 2000D, also known as the T7. Those are start options and cameras. So if you're thinking about photo and video, those are some cameras that will get you started, especially in the photo and video scene. You get bundles like we looked at today, so keep an eye on that. I have got a few more options for you that you can check out here, so I'll see you on them.